primary threats, there's many different threats depending on the situation. And these range from airports where they're flying in the flight path of the aircraft, and if a drone gets sucked into an engine of a jet aircraft, it could create an accident where lives could be lost. And other situations, like in the western part of the United States, they're interfering with aircraft during firefighting efforts, which causes much loss of resources and time in those firefighting efforts. It also are threatening or doing things like bringing in contraband into prisons, which upsetting the security of those prisons. Other types of threats are, these are relatively benign threats currently, where they're flying over stadiums, filled with people, primarily, to taking pictures and things like that, of that nature. But there is a real danger and a perceived danger that, these types of drones could be bringing in explosive or biological materials that could, disrupt that type of event. And that's where the real threat is.
Do you think we will see a terrorist attack conducted by a drone?
It will happen. It's just a matter of when. And we hope that we're prepared for it by that time. And that's why we are working both with government officials in the United States as well as in Europe and other locations to make sure the regulations are changed such that we can do more than just detect. So right now the A2000 radar is a detection sensor. It's able to tell you where the threat is, but that's not the whole solution. You also need to be able to respond to a drone. And one of the most effective ways right now is to do what's called RF jamming, is jammed, broadcast a signal that interferes with its communication link or its GPS, and that way it's unable to find its way to the site. But however, in many cases, that's illegal currently. So if you're at a stadium, say, the stadium security manager is not officially allowed to use jamming technology in those cases. That needs to be changed so that they have a means to protect our people, our facilities, in the case where there is a drone with a threatening intent.
How do you think the market for drones and anti-drone products will look like in the future?
Well, obviously the market for drones is skyrocketing. Many good uses for drones, for agriculture, for insurance, for construction, even for emergency response. So there's many excellent uses for drones, and that's continued to increase. And we really don't see any decline in the increase of the number of drones and the uses of drones. So that's going to be with us from now on. But it's also, on the other side of that, is that some people are using drones for malicious purposes. And because of that, unfortunately, there is an increased need for counter-drone measures.